Welcome to the Unspoken Hour. I am your host, Dwight Robinson, or most people call me D-Man. So, welcome to the show. I'm not sure how many of y'all got rain, but we got a lot of rain down here in Austin, Texas, and we plan on getting some more. But I love it. But anyway, I'm your host, and I'm not sure if we have everybody on here, but I'm going to introduce my first homeboy, the assistant, Mr. Carter. You there? Pop on in. You can see these on here.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm here around the back,
We're here. Now, I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if the rest of the two men here. So I'm trying to look on here. If Mr. Jones, are you there? If you're there, come on, pop on in the screen here. Give him a little minute. Let me see if he's going to pop up.
Come on, Mr. Jones. You know I got to have my music.
Yeah. You know we got to get our dance on. So maybe he's coming in a little bit late. So let me see if it's King D. Right. Are you in the house? Are you around? I'm looking all through there. Where they at? I don't see them in there. So maybe they're gonna join us in the program. I guess it's me and you right now, Mr. Carter. Now, Mr. Jones was saying, the topic of the show today, why men are not men anymore, or acting like men anymore. And I had to. That's a good question because in these times, it's not too many men really acting like men anymore. To be honest with you. I see a lot of, in my opinion, I see women pumping the gas, men sitting in the car, changing the tire, the lady sitting on the dude sitting on the curb while the lady's changing the tires. So I believe, when it comes to, I guess, not having the men in the household to actually show the young men how to be men, and this is kind of how they act when they get, I guess, a little bit older. My father was alive, he always taught me to change the tire, pump the gas. Is what you're supposed to do for the women, or open doors, chairs. But I guess we're kind of missing that in this culture today. So how you feel about that, Mr. Carter?
Man, I'm glad you asked that. What's up, D? What's up?
Nothing much.
And thanks for checking in, Wanda. I see we had Wanda on there checking in.
Hey,
So
Wanda, how
hello
you
to you.
doing?
Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, thanks for checking in.
Yeah, that's yeah, let me okay, okay. So yeah, that's a hell of a question. Um and I mean I gotta keep it real. You know me, man. I go ahead and I trace the steps. So
Right,
we're talking about the emasculation of a community of men.
right,
If we're talking about particularly our community, when we talk about black and brown people, we were systematically demasculated,
exactly.
and so it went in stages. So we
Hmm.
lost the essence of what it was to really like be a man
Right,
and do those manly things, and
right,
and
right,
and it was it was systematic. So we were under attack, and the plot thickened. So here we are today, and our men hadn't gotten the instructions that maybe you and I had gotten
right.
somewhere right there. And I like to claim responsibility. We let them down. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we got our kids and our kids that are out there now, and those young men, if they haven't had proper training,
No.
from a generation of men in their life, they
Hmm.
lost, man. And we got these kids out here, man. We don't know what they identifying with. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? In terms of sexually, I hear all kind of stuff. The
right.
binary stuff. I hear all of this. You know what I mean? I see a lot, and
Mm.
and it's sad because I have to look at like television. Even with
Right,
commercials. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Our system is that we're force feeding our kids beliefs that may or may not be. It may be a fad, but we're
Yeah,
taking away choice systematically. They're force feeding it through commercials.
you're
So of
right.
course, our men won't get a chance to see what manhood is totally about. You know what I'm saying? And now they're talking about taking books out of school. Come on,
Oh
come
yeah,
on,
that's just crazy. I
come
mean,
on.
it's crazy what they doing, but this is the culture we live in today. This is the new, I guess, new era of the black men to I guess to make them weak. I guess because even the culture now with the ladies saying it's not gonna be the boss lady or this and that, but they say I don't need a man or we got this. I mean, I believe you do need a man because we definitely need women. And like you say, when we was growing up, my father taught me, you always do manly stuff. Open the door, you change the tire, pump the gas, and like I said, in this time you see more and more women doing that than the men. And I definitely do agree with you. A lot of men had definitely dropped the ball because it's important to have a male figure in the house. Even if you don't get along with the woman, you can say, "Oh, I can't stand that woman." Oh, but you stand her long enough to make a baby. So you should be around to,
Mhm.
especially with a young man, to show him how to be a man. I mean, a woman can do a great job of raising the man, but she can't teach him how to be a man. Man, you understand? A real man, and that's very important. The father role in that's very important. And
Right.
just because you don't get along with the woman doesn't mean that you got to stay out of the child's life. Be there for that man child, because that's
Mhm.
why we getting a
Mhm.
lot of men today that they're not acting like men, taking care of the family and doing manly duties and everything. So we just
Mhm.
got to do better. So what else you got to say about this?
Okay. Yeah, you had somebody on here, the white Wanda. She said, "This is me, chocolate. I came in under my YouTube
YouTube channel, okay.
channel.
Hey
So
Wanda,
what's
how you
happening, Wanda? What's happening?
doing? Well, here
We're
for the
glad you
show.
checked in. We're glad you're checking us out.
Yes, I think if I'm saying that
Donna
right, Donna Hall. Yeah, how are you doing?
Hall, hello
Welcome to
from
the show.
yeah.
Welcome
Okay,
to the show.
okay, that's all right. Yeah.
Ladies, we just want to tell y'all more than welcome to ask questions
So
and like call in. We'll answer as many questions as we can. Go ahead, Mr. Caller.
right, right, and definitely. So, you know, Dwight, this whole thing, man, you know, and actually, I was glad that I seen those flashes on the screen because it gave me a chance to really like compose my
Right.
thoughts because, you know, just just realizing, man, the trauma that has gone through, you know, our community, our
Right.
culture. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about black and brown babies, you
Mm-hmm.
know, babies, boys that have to develop into to manhood, develop into men, you know, the whole distortion and the whole continuation
Right.
of these unfound principles, and you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, by switching the game on us. And what I mean
Right.
by that is, you know, they start putting they flip the script. So,
Oh,
you know, the
yes, they definitely
jobs
put
and the man's role as the provider and that type of thing,
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? We don't have that as it had been, because what they did was they made the woman, see, the woman takes up two classifications. She's a woman and
Right.
she's a woman of color. So
Right.
that's a job for a man that's wrong, you know, because, you know, that system has developed a way to keep us at odds, even in our own
Mm.
households. You
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying? They make that,
You're
they
right.
make the economic piece, you know what I'm saying, bait to destroy us from within. You know, they do a
Right.
lot of that. It's some systematic sabotage and a man not being able to be a man today,
You're absolutely
or
right about that.
feeling or seeing herself as that. You
Yes.
know, and that's a
Yeah.
subject that we got to keep it real about.
And I agree with you with that 100%. And you're right. It's just the way you know they're trying to make it, and it's to the point where, especially with the younger men, not saying all of them, but a lot of younger men actually believe, you know, well, I guess the more babies you have makes you a man, which is not true. Um, Being a real man is being there to raise your children, to show them how to be a man, and like I said, we missing that a lot in the black and brown communities, and there's a lot of good black and brown men out here raising their children, but it's just not a. It's just in my opinion, it's not enough because I'm just seeing too much stuff. I see it on Facebook. I see it on TikTok. You know how the younger generation is just it's just crazy. Um, and I don't
Mhm.
want to say
Mhm.
I have nothing against how people live their life, but you're seeing more men being, I guess you could say, more feminine. They're just more ladylike, more girly like, and I'm like, well, I hate to see what's going to happen in the next 10 years. It's just crazy and everything. So that's why it's very important that, like I said, fathers be um, in their children's life, especially the male figures, to show them how to be a man and to lead them and everything, because only we can do that. If we don't do it, who's going to do it? It's like you said, they're going to see what they see on TV. They're going to think what they see on TV or the internet is what you're supposed to be like, and that's just not how you do it. I mean, you don't do it like that. So it's important that we dare to show the younger generation how to be men and how to treat women, and we can stop all this. I guess this nonsense that you see on the internet. You know, it's them versus us. I mean, that's just crazy. It just blows my mind that we be on
Mhm.
here just dogging each other out. It's crazy. What you got to say about that, Mr. Carter?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
You see a lot of that on the
Oh
internet,
man, you know, I mean, it's a continuation.
nonstop.
I didn't hear you. Okay, did you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's nonstop. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, yeah, it's nonstop. It's, you know, it seems like it's a never-ending saga, right? But
Exactly.
the saga got to end. You know what I'm saying? And it has to end with us giving the proper education and information. You know what I'm saying? We can't
Mm-hmm.
let people dilute what the truth is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's what they do a lot of times via television. You know, I mean, you know, I love media. You know, I mean,
Right.
this is my thing. But I got to say, when I turn on the TV a lot of times and I see different advertisements, I see a different attack on us as a people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you know, and it's a lot of confusion as to what a child of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, a young boy of color, being in that age group, 20 in his early 20s, developing into manhood, if he doesn't have an example of what manhood is like, no matter what his preference is, let's separate the two. Okay, let me be clear with that, because I know it's people probably don't want to get the wrong impression. You know what I'm saying? Like what you like. You know what I'm saying? If you like chocolate ice cream, like chocolate ice cream. Like what you like. That's an individual choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't force feed my kid to like or accept, what's being served. It should be a choice, and it should be a freedom of choice. These things are self-evident. These things we should never ever eradicate from our young, because that's what's happening with our young brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about what you like. It's about what your principles and values are, and being and entering into this thing called manhood. You know what I'm saying? It's about, it's chivalry day. You're gonna open up the door for. I'm telling you, man. One of the things that I can't stand is when a young brother, he and his friends, they rushing through the door at Kroger somewhere, and the little old lady is trying to get through, and it's like it's just normal for them to keep on going. What's normal is to get out the way and open the door for that woman. You know what I'm saying? And but they don't get examples of that until they see one of us out doing it. You know what I mean? That's why we got to be tight. Whenever we out there on the front lines, we got to be tight.
And you hit that right on the nail, Mr. Carter. You're absolutely right. I have seen it. That I don't ride the bus or anything. It's been forever since I rode the bus, but I can remember when a lady or elderly lady or just a lady come on the bus is full with people, and the thing I would do, I can't speak for all men out there, but I'll give up my seat. Here you go, ma'am. You can have my seat, especially an older lady. But you see it now where a woman can get on the bus, an older woman, and these younger men or men, they'll just sit there like it ain't nothing. They're just, oh well, I'm not giving up my seat. Let her stand up. But that's just crazy. You should be a gentleman, a man, and just get up and let her have that seat and everything. And I also believe, now I know everybody's not into church, but I believe if you take your children to church, they can get fed. They can get a lot of the preachers and people will also help with that. Being a man and how to raise your children, and we just missing so much of that in the Black and brown communities. And like I said, it's not getting better. It's like it's getting worse. And we just have to come together as a people in the community to try to make it better. And everything. And like I said, it has nothing to do with the woman being, right. A woman can be strong and she can do all that she want to do. But like I said, we need each other. A woman needs a man needs a woman, especially when it comes to raising children. And like I said, you can be a man and you and the girlfriend or wife can fall out, which is fine. But be there as a man, because most of the men, what they'll do, well, I ain't with her no more. Let that next man raise that child, or let that next person raise my child, which that's just being sorry. You just mad for being mad and everything. But the thing is, if you have a child with a lady, be a man and raise that child. Yeah. So that man, especially a man child, so he knows how to be a man and act like a man and treat the ladies. And we are definitely missing that. That's right now.
That's right. Tupac wrote a song about it.
Oh yeah, Tupac
definitely. We're definitely missing it. But one of the things that we should do is, us that are practicing that, we got to keep getting that.
But we'll be back. We gonna be back.
One of the things that I heard you say earlier.
Yeah, hold that thought, Mr. Jones. We're gonna run to the commercial break.
Okay.
Hold that thought, and we'll get back to that as soon as we get back from 2 and 2. See y'all soon. Be right back.
Good afternoon. This is Johnny from Employed by Nobody, serial entrepreneur, proud Black business owner, and Shema Set Apart is a part of my story. It raised me. It runs through my veins. I'm so proud. I'm so inspired. I'm just so happy to see the legacy continuing, and I support Shema Set Apart.
Hello, family. My name is Sishman Rimson. I am the CEO of SMR Security Services. I'm also a regional vice president with Primerica Financial Services. Look, guys, I'm making this video for one reason and one reason only, and that is because I am blessed to be in business and partnership with Summa Set Apart. The owners of that company are my friends, my brother and sister in Christ. Listen, I support Summa Set Apart, and guess what? You should too.
Hello, it's me, Chef Tish. I'm the owner operator of Tish's Homestyle Cooking. I'm always rocking that Summa on y'all daily. I support Summa Set Apart.
My name's Warren G. with the Young Millionaire in Training, financial coaching and financial literacy platform, and I support Summa Set Apart.
Hi, my name is Sierra Parker, and I'm the CEO and founder of Queening in My Purpose nonprofit organization. I'm so proud that my organization is partnered with Summa Set Apart. Thank you guys for being such amazing people. I support Summa Set Apart.
Hey y'all, it's Brother Freddie, Mr. 50, Mr. 5. I'm stepping in from the shoe shop with Day One Summa La Familia. And I'm just stepping in to say that myself and the family, we support Summa Set Apart.
Love you, Uncle Drop.
I'm Donald Mays, and I approve this message.
Hello, we're back on the air. All right. Now I ain't got my glasses. I can't really see. Mr. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep, I see. Okay. Yeah, so that's a reminder on the Unspoken Heart discussion hour, October the 14th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Escaping abuse, walls of imprisonment.
All right.
The Destiny Guidance story. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be on the 14th.
All right.
Okay.
And what's that on the 20th?
Okay.
Excuse me, on the 21st?
Okay, that's going to be, this is the discussion hour to rise above my wounds. This is Crystal Waterford's story. And this is going to be, I can't see the date. So you know the date to that one, right? Okay. And Surpassing the Storm, Nikita M. McClare, October the 28th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Unspoken Heart discussion hour, baby.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you for those announcements, Mr. Carly. No, I'm trying to see here. They would just ask me. I said, I can't see. I don't know what my glasses say. I got to start finding my glasses. I had me.
Good thing I had my glasses on, boy. Good thing I had my other eyes on.
Right. I'm going to start getting mine and start wearing them. But before we went to the commercial, you was touching on something before we went to the commercial. And so since we done the commercials, go ahead and finish up, my brother.
You know, and to tell you the truth, you know, I kind of lost that one because this subject here deserves so many different views.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
what I'm saying? That you can't cheat yourself with this discussion, because it's something that's not only discussed in the barbershop, not only in the gym and the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Not in, you know, in different cliques. You know what I'm saying? But there's an amazement, you know what I'm saying, with like how, you know, the character and the manhood, you know, among Black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? We don't let them penetrate and attack that. And, you know, and it makes it harder for us, you know what I'm saying, to answer those questions, you know what I'm saying, when we either slipping or when we're not exactly where we want to be as men, because subconsciously what has happened is you done made my woman a sixth man in a war against me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now I got to play this with how people perceive me as a male. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't know and you don't know how to juggle those things, when nobody has shown you and told you that these gonna be some of the pitfalls,
Right.
then we find our kids, you know what I'm saying, tied up and some dubious situation, crime,
Right.
homicides, violence, some stuff, and all of that stuff be cries, man.
Right.
All that stuff be cries because they so confused as to who they are and which way to go that that shit is painful, man. That's
Yeah.
painful. You know,
It is. It
discovering
is.
womanhood is painful. You know what I'm saying? So if ain't no other man told you, this man gonna tell you, I know it's painful. That ain't sweet. It ain't no cakewalk in becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? You start getting expectations placed on you, the whole
Right.
9 yards. A
You're
whole lot
right.
of stuff you got to start juggling, and it gets heavy. So,
Mhm.
we got an issue there, and this is a viable topic because it's necessary. It lies like at the root, at
Right.
the root of some of the things, some of the perception of us as Black men, some of the perceptions that
Mhm.
we have of ourselves inside the world. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
who we are and what we should do and how we should move. You know what I'm saying? And when we don't start talking about these things on the real side, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? We keep losing a less tighter and tighter grip. It becomes looser and looser and looser. And that's
Exactly.
why our families are get caught up today.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what, Mr. Carter, and not only
That's
that, now I'm not sure if you're on TikTok a lot, but it was been a couple of incidents. I think, have you ever seen this story about I think it's this girl that got hit with a brick. The story was that I guess a guy asked for her phone number, and I guess she told him no, and he bust her face with a brick. And so what she was saying, she was crying, saying no man would come to her defense. No man come to help me out. Now, it's more to that story, but me being a man, I would probably intervene with that, because it had a lot of different men comments saying, well, they wouldn't got involved, and because if she had a man, then why he's not there to protect her from getting hit with a brick. But I have to ask myself that question: what if that was my sister? What if that was my daughter? I would hope that a real man would step up and defend her or help her out, because that's something that I would do. I would do. I don't have to actually know the lady, but to see her getting hit with a brick or seeing another man hurting her, I would probably jump in between and protect her and everything. That's what men supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. Now, some men would say, well, I did that, done that before, and the girl jumped on me. And of course, that happened to me as well. I remember one time when I was young, one younger guy working at a restaurant, and we was closing up. And it was a club in San Antonio called Prime Time. It was a very popular club. And we looked outside. One of the girls said, "Hey, some man out here beating this woman," and nobody was doing nothing. So I went outside, got the man off of her, and then she jumped on me. She jumped on me and said, "Get off my man. Why you, I came out here to save you, and now you jumping on me." But I guess that's what some men would say, that's why I don't get involved. But I'm sorry, if somebody asks me, will I do it again? Yes. Because this might be a different woman, and she might really need help and everything. And that's just being men. That's what you're supposed to do. You just don't sit there and watch a woman get slapped and beat up or nothing like that. I mean, it's just something you just do. Like I said, that can be your mom, your sister, your daughter. And I will hope that if my daughter was somewhere and some man came out of nowhere to do something to her, that another man would step up and protect her. But we live in a time now that the woman get beat up most of the time. The woman gets slapped around, and the men, they'll just stand there and look. They won't do nothing. They'll just stand there and say, "Hey, ain't my business." If maybe she had a boyfriend or a husband, that's his job. Huh? So I would.
And I show, and Dwight, forgive me for jumping in there like that, but I'm so excited because I know, we could keep it 100 on this show, right?
Yeah.
And if you keep it 100, because I know another situation like that, but I kind of, this thing came to mind, and I got this little definition with it. For us that's keeping it 100, you know, that's one of them like damn situations. Like God damn, like because you at a crossroad. It's like your value system, who you are with your values. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, it's not about your fear. It's about your values, your norms, your principles. How Big Mom and everybody talks to you as a man. You know what I'm saying? How your daddy, how your uncle, how everybody interacted to make you a man with the values that say, damn, I can't let them do this to her. You know what I'm saying? But then it's that other thing that the culture put down, you know, that sometimes have some of our men at a crossroad. They be like, damn. But they got to, but it's like questionable. And there should be no question. You know what I'm saying? Because we should have this thing where we can govern within ourselves, you know. So that's one of the things that we're missing. That's why we keep killing each other, because we won't govern within ourselves. You know, which we should. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to tell you when you off base. You should be able to tell me when I'm off base. You know what I'm saying? And I remember a situation where a brother was killed in a restaurant, and it was a woman there, and they was getting some chicken or something. It was in New York. It was somewhere, and the woman and him had some words back and forth, and it's a couple of men in line, and I questioned. I was salty, and it's like, here it is, she beefing with this guy, she trying to just get her food. Well, she called her son who's sitting in the car with that thing, right? And you know, she's scared, you know, but she didn't even get that far because dude put his hands on her. He jumped on that woman. He was dead wrong. All the talk in the world was one thing, but as soon as you put your hands on that woman, he smacked that woman, man, like he was pimping. You know what I'm saying? He smacked
her like she was a man.
Yeah, and it was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. It was inhumane to her, to him, to our culture, to people, period. And then some things seems to be about black or white. Some things just be about this God thing called humanity, right? And I wouldn't care who the hell was there, if he was a white man, Puerto Rican man, black man. I don't care who. Some man should have intervened. That way, that would have saved the life of that brother and the young brother that shot him, because he got problems going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's part of that growth to manhood. You know, where your value system at? You know,
And you know what? That I remember that. I think that was it was in Chicago, and the man was, we didn't see his face from the beginning, but for a man to just
it was in Chicago.
Yeah, right there in Chicago, and the way he was hitting her like she was a dude. He was just beating her up. I mean, I don't care what the woman said, what she do. No woman deserved to get beat and punched like that. And I guarantee you, if that was been a man there, or the reverse, he wouldn't be talking all that nonsense. But the thing that got me, that the rest of the men that was there, they didn't intervene. They didn't do nothing. They just sat there and watched this man beat this woman. And that's why, because back in the days when my father was alive, and that's just something they didn't play with that. If you jump on a woman, they're gonna jump on you. Then they'll get the story later, because, like I said, that could be their sister, they daughters, and the same man that was whooping that woman, he had two little girls. I mean, now the two little girls ain't got a dad no more, because that lady's son came in and protected his mom by shooting him. Because I'm not gonna lie, if that was me, if I was a child, I would have did the same thing. I'm not gonna sit there and let some man, some stranger, whatever, just beat on my mom. I would have did the same thing. But we had just lost so much of that protecting our women, and you can't let a few people, I'm not gonna say everything, but a few people make them the enemy just because you don't like what a certain group of women say. That's they have their own opinion. I personally just couldn't stand there and watch a woman get beat or jumped on or slapped around. That's just something that my father always taught me as a young man. you protect your sister, your mama, and you protect another lady. If she get in trouble, you be a man and help her out. And that was taught to me by my father. And I told my sons the same thing. I said, you protect your sister, you protect your mom. If you see a lady that need help, you do your best to help that lady too. You just don't, stand there and just watch. But you do your best. That means if you got to call the police or screaming, yell, say, hey man, leave her alone, or anything, But like I said, in this time of culture, we just don't get too much of that no more. It's like, it ain't none of my business. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
You just don't get it. You just don't get it.
Yeah, they got nothing to do with me.
They walk away, and then you see on the news later, you see those situations like that where later on the news, you wind up seeing that person, dead. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The victim of homicide when
exactly.
And it could have took just somebody raising some fuss. And it's dangerous. And don't get me wrong, it is. You're right about this day and time. Man, this has a lot to do with dictating, our behavior as a people, man, and it shouldn't, And I was sitting here as you was talking, and I was going back down memory lane with you because I seen it in you. We didn't have this.
Yeah,
it's like
I can
remember as a small kid growing up.
Yeah, but we'll be back. Finish that thought. Hold on to that thought just a bit, Mr. Carl. We're gonna be right back after 2 and 2. Be right back.
I got it.
Hello, everyone. Greetings. It is Chrissy, the owner of Anaya Salon Designs, and you can reach me at all social media platforms. And I also want you all to definitely come and shop with your girl, Chrissy. Designer.
Hey, and I can see this. I don't need no for this, but hey, y'all be sure to get Spicy's book. It'll be coming out. You heard, I heard. And I'll definitely plan on getting that book because I definitely want to read it. It seems like it's a very good book. So please, when y'all get a chance, when this book is out, please buy it. Get it. Check it out. You heard, I heard about Spicy Gray. Well, Mr. Carl, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Breaks and everything. Get that little ding-a-ling thing. Have to shoot on to a.
Oh no! We gotta pay the bills, man.
That's right. We gotta pay the bill. We gotta eat.
Shoot, hey, look, we got to do it like we're supposed to do it. Commercial and all. You know what I'm saying? So and sometimes the conversation can get and we can forget. But by all means, we are a professional outfit.
Oh yeah.
We realize we got to do what's necessary.
Yeah. I just want to say
say before the break.
Oh, okay, no, go ahead.
That's good. We're good. We're good. So what I was talking about was how everybody had a hand in your development. Saying? So your early development was a lot different than what we witness today. As the early development period, the quality of teaching hands-on too, you could say hands-on, helping you to develop, being right there. Yeah, that's what we lost. That's the
Oh,
part
yeah,
that
definitely lost
has
that.
gotten
Yeah.
watered down. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
we got to amp that back up. You know, it should be, you know, men raising boys. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not babies raising babies. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That
Because
part.
most of our
Yes.
kids now are youth that we find that become victimized. You know, it's baby on baby crime. You know, the way I
Yeah.
see it, when anytime you 14 to 20 years old, 21, you got your
Mhm.
life ahead of you. You're a baby to me. And
Right.
you know, you haven't yet experienced life, you know, in its totality. You know, I've yet to do it. You've yet to do it. But you know, the portion that we got is like,
Mhm.
wow, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so amazing
Right.
to be here at this level of maturity, level of understanding, this level of manhood,
Right.
you know, than to have been, you know, without it and not learn or not be able to absorb some of the bumps that we hit along the way. Because it ain't all
Mhm.
peaches and cream, right?
It sure is
You know,
not.
we bump our head in relationships, jobs, and
Mhm.
everything, you know, dealing with this drive to manhood, right? So when we
Yes.
finally get there, we realize, hey, you know, them little bumps and bruises, they ain't, you know, we can, you know, it remind me of Harold Melvin then when they talk about the bumps and the bruises, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to endure that.
Right.
And that's what we do, you know, when we get to a certain stage in our development, you know,
Right.
of being a man. So, you know, we got to give ourselves a chance to get our youth there. You know, don't
Mhm.
punish them. They just missing that piece. Just provide that
Exactly.
piece. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Illustrate. You know, and it's hard. It gets scary, but
Mhm.
that's what's needed.
And you so right about that. It's up to us
So,
to talk to the younger generation, to give them advice on how to be a, just guide them on how to be a true man, and how to take responsibilities and everything, especially when it comes to having children. And I stand on that a lot. I believe when you're a man, and like I said before, just because you don't like the girl no more, or you don't want to be with the woman no more, but you was with her long enough to have a baby, help her take care of those children, especially,
right.
help take care of the children and be there for uh, the male babies, so you can help and mold them into the men they should be. Like I said, the mama can only do so much. She can raise the children, but
Hmm.
you're gonna need a man there to show that young man how to truly be a man, how to walk away when things, as my father say, you never hit a woman. So, just, slap in the face or what have you, you have to restrain yourself because you're stronger and just walk away. Today, these dudes don't care. You slap or hit them, they're going to try to knock your head off your shoulders. And I agree. Everybody should keep their hands to themselves. Women shouldn't be hitting men and not like that, especially now today. Women should definitely don't be hitting no men today, because these men today do not have a problem drop kicking you, WWE style. So most men would just walk away. They would say, "Hey, I'm just gonna walk away from that." But a lot of men today, they're not gonna play that. They would not play that and everything. And like I said, my father, raised us to be very be gentlemen, and just be men. And I also told my two sons the same way. You be a gentleman. You don't put your hand on a woman. You open doors if you can. Just be a gentleman, and everything. It goes a long way. And we are definitely missing a lot of that today in this culture. We're definitely missing that, Mr. Carter.
Hmm.
Definitely missing. You know.
Hmm.
So you getting there? What you over there snacking on, Mr. Carter?
So they put the camera on me. Yeah. They put the camera right on me right when I
Yeah,
put the
right
bag
on
of
you was over
pretzels.
there getting the
You
groove
know,
on. What is what is that you eating? It looks kind of good. What you eating over there, Mr. Carter? What you eating over
that was
there?
pretzels.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pretzel.
Oh, that's a big one.
Pretzel. You know? Yeah, yeah. So y'all got me just when I was eating it. So can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You hear me all right, Dwight?
Yeah, I got you. I hear you.
Okay. So, man, I'm telling you, this topic it's the topic that, you know, it just keeps on giving.
Yes.
You know, it's so much to this. It's so complex. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, if you really talk about it in its earnesty, you know what I'm saying? What happens is, you know, you tend to step on a whole bunch of toes.
Oh yeah,
You
you
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
do.
It'd be a whole
Yes, you
bunch
do.
of toes stepped on when we really start to uncover this, you know, and it's
Right.
finding, you know, even including mine, you know,
Right.
you know, during some of my darker moments, you know, with my development, you know, I had to, you know, I constantly heard, I didn't have to, but I constantly got the blessing of my father's words, and you
Right.
know, and his words had all were wrong true. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
look, man, you know, you can't win no argument with no woman, but she sure can't
No.
win no fight with you. You know, not
Exactly.
with no man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So them two things, I had to try to figure it out. Wait a minute, hold on. You say you can't win the argument, and she can't win the fight.
Right.
So what it boiled down to me, what I do, I put a tag on it today, and it's called acceptance. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? See, in some ways, we got to develop this strength for it, you know, immediate acceptance, even when it's like happening right there,
Right.
and it's heated, and you know, stuff is all out of whack. You know, your processing skills need to be able to kick in so you can hit that button of acceptance, which allow
Right.
you to understand that, hey, this is a woman, she can't win. I ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then,
Right.
oh, okay, I can't be here at this argument, so fall back some and take in some of this and live to see another day in this relationship. Now, the relationship may not endure, it may, but you got a
Right.
better chance of not going to jail. You got a better chance staying somewhat respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you start practicing those behaviors, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's hard, you know, but
Is
that's what we got to do. And who's gonna be there to teach our youngsters that? Because that ain't what they going with. They not even
Right.
going with, I'm gonna F you up and hit you. They go
Mm.
on with straight shooting you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What is wrong with y'all that makes you think because little girl, I'm use some fictional names. So we got little Shalonda. She over here and she was hooked up with Day Day, and he done got mad
Yeah.
because she fooling with Del Ray now, and you mad. But you 22 years old, 24, 28, and you say, F that, I'ma do her. You don't even do. You do
Right.
her.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's a sucker's move, man. That's
That's
crazy.
straight
That's
up
crazy.
crazy.
Ain't nobody told you better.
Right, and you're right about that, Mr. Carter. You're absolutely right, and like I said, that's why I say it's so important that, you know, good men being the children or just a mentor to younger men to learn how to respect the women and be better. I mean, my ex-wife, my ex-wife or any other woman that I might have dated back in my past would tell you one thing I never did, and it's like when we argue, I never call a woman out her name. I never call her the B word, H words, or anything like that. Anything like that. You, to me, now, I'm not going to sit here and say anything about the other men because they do what they do. But from my upbringing, my father always taught me, when you want somebody to call your mom, your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend a bitch. And you got to think about that. You got to put yourself in that situation right there. And most men, they have to think and ask themselves that same question. Would you want somebody to call your daughter a B word, your mama? I mean, I wouldn't. And I even taught my sons that. I said, you don't never call a woman that name. Never. And that's just part of being a man. Now today, most men, they ain't got a problem calling you a B, H, this, that, or whatever. They just come out and just sling it on at you. You B, you H, you. And that's just something you just don't do, in my opinion. I can't speak for all men, but that's just me. I could never see myself calling a woman a B, calling her an H, or just, calling her any kind of crazy name. But don't get me wrong. Now, I can call you some other type of name, but it just won't be those names. So that's just how I feel about it and everything. And the culture now today is just way different than what I was brought up with and everything. We just think a lot different today than back in the day that we do now today. I mean, everything's just up for grabs. Calling women all kind of names, beating them, not helping them when they need help. Just first thing people do is put out their cell phone and just start recording everything. You sit here and record a guy whooping a woman, throwing her across the seats and just beating her for whatever reason, instead of being the man stepping in and stopping it, But that's just something you got to think about. And we're about to take this last commercial.
I'm getting on the news.
Yeah. But we'll be back.
Yeah, I'm getting on the news one way or the other.
You gonna hit on the news. Well, y'all caught me doing my little dance there. Just want to say our other two men are not here today, Mr. Jones and King D. Hopefully by next week they'll be able to join us and everything. So today you got me and Mr. Carter, two of the best on the show right now. So sitting here just chopping up about men ain't being men no more, and in this culture, it's kind of like that. We can do better. Be better men and everything for the ladies out here, and teach the younger men to start respecting being better to the women too. We need to get back to that old school being men. We need to go back then when they open the doors and put out the chairs and smile and say, how you doing? Do you need something, done? And what can I do for you? Just being men, helping out, doing good stuff and everything, and then they can turn back and make us some cookies or a good dinner, just being a good man, just helping out. Just having fun. But anyway, before we went to commercial, I agree with everything that you said, Mr. Carter. We just need to do our best and being men and helping the young men out here to be better men and everything. And you're right, a lot of the stuff you see on TV and a lot of it had to do with a lot of music too. You know, the music today is just crazy. I don't even listen to this type of music. I'm old school. I listen to old school music when they sing about the women being strong and beautiful. And most of the time it's be this, be that. And I'm just shaking my head like, what the hell? And I just don't listen to it. So, you know, I'm like, each day on, you know, you like what you like. I just don't listen to that. It's just not my cup of tea. But anyway, but we just got to do better as men and ladies. You know, all men out here ain't bad. You know, you have a lot of good men out here that want to help you and support you just as much. We want you to help and support us as well. They're all real men out here, and we just want y'all just to pray for the real ones and for us to I guess to give wisdom to the younger men to be better men and everything. How you feel about that, Mr. Carter?
I feel equal. Yeah, and to add to that, you know what I was going to say earlier as well is that a couple of things. And women, I know y'all gonna give me some kickback, but that's cool though. You got to hear it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Ahead,
sometimes it takes a woman to be that woman to help that man to be a man. What I mean by that is this: she can't make him a man, but she can help. See, we get confused with the word help. You know, that don't mean you do it. That means you help. So that means that even in the event that the guy in your life, he makes some errors on his way up, you know what I'm saying? Don't shut the door for his growth by clocking on him and calling yourself checking him and all of that. Open the door for some growth, because see, we get away from our nature, our true nature. You know what I'm saying? You know, men are protectors and providers, but women are natural born nurturers, right?
Oh yeah.
So keep on nurturing and quit trying to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Nurture. You know what I'm saying? So if a man, you know what I'm saying, makes some mistakes along the way, don't browbeat him. Nurturing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But men, on the same token, you know what I'm saying, we got to find a way to get past stuff that has happened to us that causes us to continue to not you know what I'm saying, be as golden of a king as we should be. So if we're gonna be kings, we got to really like demonstrate that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Start opening the door for the older woman that you see coming out the store. Start being a man, and you know, and then being a man means taking some risk. You know what I'm saying? One of the true risks of the day is gonna be, you know, in the scenario that the wife provided. You know, what you gonna do when you're in a situation and something like that happens? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying, you might have been in that place, you know what I'm saying? I know this don't get deep, but you might have been in that place, and it might have been ordained by a higher power greater than yourself for you to be there. You know what I'm saying? To crack and get him up off this woman so that, you know what I'm saying, she can go home safe. You can go home with your eye blackened or your lip fat, or he can, but she alive, and you're going to be on the news. And so what I meant by that, a couple of things going to happen. If I'm ever in that situation, I'm going to be on the news for sure, one way or the other. I'm either going to go to the court, or they're going to be trying to pick out a suit for me.
Exactly.
I missed that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how I'm laying, you know what I'm saying? Because my father wouldn't have it no other way. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, and I'm glad I got that teaching. And if somebody could look over and see it in me, you know, when I make those choices, then maybe that can help them in their development to manhood.
Mr. Carter, I agree with you 100%. And that right there is some good advice. I agree with you. We definitely need to do that. And like I said, we can start working on and getting men to be acting more like men. You know, we definitely need to do that. You know, and it takes both sides. You're right. It definitely takes both sides, and I agree with that. You know, women, you nurture your man. Because women, y'all understand, y'all have the power to make your man even better and stronger. Y'all have that ability. just a
Yeah,
word.
my man
for you to
Jarman
make that-
Jackson just checked
Yeah.
in. Jarman
Yeah.
was talking about exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes.
You're exactly right, Jarman. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got to go back to our roles, Jack.
Exactly. Definitely go back to our roles and the way it should be and everything. And I think if we do that, we can become a stronger and united, even stronger. So we definitely need to work on that, get the roles back in play. And like I said, I'm the type of person, I'm not trying to tell a woman, hey, you got to do this and that. But like you said, Mr. Carter, words, just her words, encouragement can make that man move mountains. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Remember, y'all have that power to uplift the man.
That's right.
And everything. And we need that. I'm not gonna lie, we definitely need that from y'all to help us to be the men that you want us to be. We definitely.
That's right. And the thing about it is, we get that thing so twisted. It's that God made the man distinct from the woman for a reason. He made us different to do different things for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's not that one should oppress the other. You know what I'm saying? He told us what the other one was after he made Adam. He said, hey, Jack, I'm bringing you a helpmate. You know what I'm saying? And here it is, you know what I'm saying? The help done went out the mate. And let me stop before I be getting all kind of hate mail and stuff.
Oh, you preached it. You preached it. You own it. You definitely own it.
Listen, don't make me sell it, because y'all know exactly what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It ain't no longer the helpmate. It's just that I got dude over here for a minute and I'm going to do this. And as long as things is hunky-dory, you know what I'm saying, to your satisfaction, it's cool. It ain't no helpmate. It's called the spoon feeding process. So now you get ready to spoon feed me. You know what I'm saying? Like I need some burgers. You know what I'm saying? To keep me as a boy minded and not man minded. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better quit playing with me, man.
Now I'm gonna say this, Mr. Carter, you just get the nutrition of the day, and I want y'all to join us next week. Hopefully, King D and Mr. Jones will be here, because the next topic of our show, I believe, the thrill. Is that what is it, Mr. Carter? The thrill is gone. Is that what it is? The thrill is gone for the next show.
The thrill is gone, baby.
Oh, the thrill is gone. Hey, we gotta find how we can get the thrill back together. So please be here. Gone. Yes, be here next week for Mr. Carter, myself, and hopefully Mr. Jones and King B will be here. Yeah, so we'll be here next week talking about how to get the thrill back on. I think they have a song like that, don't they, Mr. Carter?
That's right.
See, Mr. Jones, he could have played us out.
The thrill is gone. You know what I'm saying? The thrill is gone away.
Right?
See, so, Mr. Jones ain't here. I can't get my funky 40.
I know we can't get our music, our dance on. I said, dang, I hope he be here next week.
I can't get my funky 40. I said, run as fast as you can.
Hey, we don't have to do it ourselves. So look, guys, we love y'all. Me and Mr. Carter, we had a great time together sitting here chopping it up with y'all about men ain't men anymore. So hopefully, y'all enjoy the show, and we'll, like I said, we'll be back, God bless, next week. And also in October, the rest of the cast members, they'll be back for Domestic Violence Month. So we just love y'all. Hope y'all have a great weekend, and God bless y'all. And we'll be here, God bless, next weekend. Until then, stay safe, God bless, and we'll see you soon.